we can just say forward or back. Right? So if strength is greater than 50, return 1.0, else return negative 1.0, and then, oh, actually, we will say impulse. We just return the impulse, otherwise return negative impulse, right? And then here, we can just grab this value and say forward or back, right, of the impulse. Yeah. Okay, so let's just jump in and make sure that works. So I'm zooming along, I pick up some ice, I can shoot it backwards. If I power it up to just under, whoa, I can shoot it backwards. Smack. Okay, so that, I think that decay rate actually needs to go up, not down. Because let's put it up to like 70 maybe. So I want the icicle to sort of like decay quite quickly and then explode. Yeah, I think that's nice. Right? So so if I shoot it just over 50%, cool. All right. So we've got different levels. The next thing I want to do is I want to build a new level like item feature, and we'll add this to level 2, I think. So I'm going to jump into the world. What should we call this? Maybe a boost pad, right? And let's add a new scene and call that boost pad. And this is going to be an area 2D. Okay. And inside it, we're going to have a sprite. And let's jump in and see our assets to see what we can use for that. So I kind of think this beam or something might work. Let's have a look in A-Sprite. Assets. Beam. So something like that. We don't need this whole thing, right? So we save this as and jump it into our world under the boost pad, and we'll just call this the boost pad, and yes, oops. In fact, we want it this orientation, I think. So we'll Option S O to crop that. And then what we want to do, maybe I mean, okay, that's what, 4 by 4. We could actually just bring our sprite up to be, so we've got 16 by 4, right? That's not what we wanted at all. We want our canvas to increase instead, so 16 by 4. No borders. And have 16 by 4. What? Oh, I see. Borders. Yeah, okay. Cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this sprite here and just copy and paste it. But then I'm going to move it like 1 pixel down. Right? And do the same thing. Copy paste it. And in fact, we can paste that up there. Right. Paste that there. And paste that here. So there, I mean, we could do this a little more elegantly by just scrolling the texture, but I can't remember how to do that. I think we just change. No, we don't use the offset, do we? Is it like is there another sprite? There's like a repeating sprite or something. Let's just have a play and see what we find. Okay, so we grab this boost pad and put it into the texture here. And I think under here, let's just check. Godot repeating texture. Okay. So if we look at this import stream mode format repeat enabled. Okay. And so so what? I mean, we can I kind of like that. So it's going to be mirrored. No, we only want to mirror on the x-axis. So that wouldn't quite work. But what we can do is just do this. So let's create some sort of size for this. Okay. Screw it. I'm just gonna do what I was originally planning. It just keeps the code simpler, and then it's not quite as performant, but kind of don't care. So okay, so we can grab that and put it in here. Oops, no, the other way around. Okay. Boost pad, and we've got 4 horizontal and 1 vertical. And we can just select all the frames. Cool, and just remove that first one. Sweet. So if we have a look at this, it should be like zoom, 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 right? And I think that speed scale is not quite fast enough. That's a bit too fast. 2's nice. Okay. So, no, we want to keep it there. So that's 4 by 4. So in reality, we actually want to make each of these 16 by 16. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to increase the sprite size, lock the ratio, and increase the height by 4 to 16. And nearest neighbor, yeah. And save that. And so now we're going to have a much bigger texture. In fact, none of that is correct now. So let's re-import that. Yep. So now we've got a 16 by 16 texture, which is going to work with our map. Our map is a 16 by 16. Okay, and then we need a collision shape, and that's just going to be a square, otherwise known as a rectangle. And I don't know why that's... Oh, it's 8. Yeah, it's 8 on each direction. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Okay, so that's going to perfectly cover our boost pad. And then what? So, okay, so let's grab a new child node. And it's just going to be just a simple node. Hold on. We don't need any transform or anything like that. So it's just another group. And we're going to say boost pad, right? And we're going to drag our boost pad into here. Okay. And we want to boost the player into the middle at the beginning of the game. Right? That needs to line up there. And then we're just going to rotate that, I guess, by 90. Is that correct? No, other way around. 270. And then we're going to duplicate this and move it along. Why are my animations looking weird? Is that speed incorrect? Let's just jump in and have a look. But we should call this boost pad by default. So that's looking okay. Maybe we just need to turn the speed scale down, and then we'll be able to see it. There we go. Alright. So now we've got a boost pad here in front of, we'll just call these boost pad. This should be a plural here. Okay.